Good morning. So today I'm going to chat to you about just keeping an eye on your garden or collection. I've seen these scales for a while now and I've kind of been ignoring them. I know I've been very neglectful. And I've had this problem before, especially with this plant. This is the second plant that I've had and the scales just suck the life out of them. I guess they go after the juicy part until they kill the plant. You can see right here it's getting yellow. I don't know if I'm going to just throw this one away, if I should even bother with it, because you can see in the middle it's already like dying over here. I don't know, I feel like it's done with, or washing it off and just cutting it over here and maybe it'll grow another one. This one I'm tempted to just getting rid of this bottom half that's overwhelmed with scales and keeping the babies right here because they're not so overwhelmed with scales. But I've done that before. It's kind of hard to let this grow roots. Well, for me it's been hard for me to root it. This one doesn't seem as devastated by scales, I guess because they have this sort of feather-like spikes. The scales really didn't get to it. I don't see any really. But I'm gonna do what I've done before, which was I took a toothbrush and some dish soap and I just brushed it down. Like if I was brushing tennis shoes or something I was cleaning off, I just brushed it down, and that's worked on a couple of my plants. So that's what I'm planning to do. If you have other methods on how to get rid of scales, feel free to share them with me. So I took the rocks off. I'm probably gonna throw them away. If I really care for them, probably wash them down with soap. I don't know, disinfect them with soap. I'm using regular liquid detergent and filling it up with water. Here I filled it up with water, and I took out the other two cactuses, and then spiky. This one's spiky. Sometimes I just mumble, but anyway, the rooting system of all three plants is like really great. This one doesn't seem to have any scales. Let's see where the light is. Okay, like I was saying, this one doesn't seem to have any scales. I'm gonna grab it here by the roots, not by. Doesn't seem to have any. Oh, I see like a couple there in there, but not as much as the other ones. Probably gonna wash it down. The rooting system of all three plants is really wonderful, even at the one that's yellowing. So I'm not sure if I'm just gonna cut it down where it's yellowing and let it callus. After I'm done washing these ones, brushing them down with the toothbrush, I'm probably gonna let them dry for a couple of days, and then I'm gonna repot them. So I'm going to use this old toothbrush. I think any toothbrush would do, and just wash off the scales out of it until it's done with. I think it's a little bit hard for me to demonstrate and hold the camera at the same time. So let me just brush it off. I would just go ahead and just brush it off as like that, if you can imagine that. And let me brush it off and then I'll show you what the results are.